Then let's take a look. So, slope-intercept form. Y equals mx plus b. This, as I had said, truly now feels like the start of algebra in high school. We are going to hit slope-intercept form, and we are just going to rocket from here through so many different things. However, this right now is our most basic first equation of a graph or of a line that we're going to see. Now, with this, I want to make some side annotations here. The first one, raise your hand. M stands for what in slope? M is our slope. Raise your hand. Where does the B value come from, Charles? Louder. It's the y-intercept. Specifically, our y-intercept is always 0, comma, whatever our b value is. And so it is the y value of our y-intercept. When we create these equations, these are the two things we need. Slope and your b value. Whoever's it is, just take 30 seconds and silence it. Slope and your b value. And so, let's take a look. Example 1, write the equation of a line whose slope is 3 and y-intercept is 5. Now, you heard me just go on this rant. I hate the way this is worded. Right? If the y-intercept is 5, what they're really saying is that the y-intercept is 0, comma 5. Which means, raise your hand, what letter should actually be equal to 5? What letter should actually be equal to 5? Please, raise your hand. Say hi. B. Okay, so B is equal to 5. Awesome. And then I have this 3 up here. What letter then should be equal to 3? What letter should be equal to 3, MJ? Ooh, careful, not quite Y. M. Right, remember, slope. That's M. And so, from here, all we actually have to do is plug these values in. We know that M is equal to, 3. And B is equal to 5. And so our equation is, quite simply, y is equal to 3x plus 5. There's a substitution there. There's a substitution there. Now, for our b value, whatever sign is with your b value is the operation. B in this example is positive, so it is plus 5. If it was negative, it would be minus 5. That operation relies on whatever the b value sign is. Any questions so far? All right, flip your notes, please. All right, so now moving to a slightly different challenge. We still want to write our equation, but we're not just like given the pieces. We're given a line instead. And so when we approach this, two things. One, I know that the smaller lines are difficult for you to see on your paper, and so I will stay pretty zoomed in. However, I think the y-intercept, it's fair for me to say, is pretty obvious in terms of where it is. And so, raise your hand. What is our y-intercept here? What is our y-intercept? Shamik. 6? Is it just 6? What's missing from the 6? The 6 is super important. What's missing from the 6, Carol? 0, comma 6. When we talk about this, remember, always want it as a coordinate point. 0, comma 6. And so, up above, okay, y-intercept is 0, 6, which then means what? If my y-intercept is 0, comma 6, what is the useful piece of information that I can take from this? Gio. B equals 6. Okay, from here, I got to find slope. I'm going to do slope up here. Again, this is the one that's, I think, more difficult for you to see because the lines are hard to read. However, I'll use, this point here. And then we'll go to the right. So, My change in y. Based on what I have up here, raise your hand. What number should the change in y be equal to right now? What number? Kyrell? 1, do we agree? Do a quick gut check. What type of a slope should this line have? It's high. They should have a negative slope. And so instead of 1, I actually want to use what number? Instead of 1, I want to use what in negative 1. Specifically because the y values are going down. Y values are going down. Over here, change in x. We're still going to the right. Right is the positive of our x movement. And so I'm just going to have 4 here. And so, knowing that slope is change in y over change in x, raise your hand. What should my slope be? Kyrell. Negative 4? Negative 1 over 4. There it is. And so, let's go back up. All right, let's fill this in. M is equal to negative 1/4. Well, I've got my m value and I've got my b value. I have everything I need for my equation. Raise your hand. What's the equation? Sorry. 1 over 4x plus 6. This is a 100% correct right-hand side. I want to be really sort of annoying about this. What's missing here, MJ? Y equals. Just make sure we have y equals. And so, yes, y is equal to negative 1/4, x plus 6. All right. Any questions right now on building the equations? Okay, then I actually want you to pause here on notes and go to problem set A in your packet.